What is the difference between the classical conditioning theory and operating conditioning theory? Classical conditioning theory acts upon an organism. So basically, it is not a reinforcement theory. Here we give the stimulus. And operant conditioning is an active and operates an environment. It is a very reinforcement theory where we provide a reinforcement to the students. Called SR theory association is established on the basis of law of contiguity. Here we've seen Pavlov experiment where he provides stimulus to the dog. He provide food and with which is the unconditioned stimulus, and then he also provide the bell which is a conditioned stimulus. So stimulus response association, and it is a contiguity. He performed this experiment for so long, and SR association is established on the law of affect. Learning takes place by stimulus substitution, like as I said, stimulus is provision, and learning takes place by response modification. And this theory was developed by the Russian psychologist. So Ivan Pavlov is a Russian psychologist, and this theory is also called the S conditioning theory. S stands for the stimulus, and this theory was developed by the American psychologist. So operant conditioning theory, and B.F. Skinner is the father of operant conditioning theory and is also called the R conditioning. So R conditioning is the response conditioning. Now fifth, it helps in the learning of the respondent behavior, like what the respondent is going to behave, and it helps in the learning of the operant behavior. It emphasizes the importance of the stimulus in eliciting desired response, and it lays emphasis on the response. It is concerned with eliciting the response. It is relatively fixed and reflective, like it is a fixed, where it is maybe deliberate voluntarily, and here the reinforcement is given before getting the response. So before getting the response we provide the reinforcer, and here reinforcement is provided after the response, like question is given, then child answers something, then the reinforcement is provided. And the unconditioned stimulus is presented whether the conditioned response occurs or not, and the stimulus is present in only the O marks the desired response, and here the CS is presented intermittently for a brief period along with the under control stimulus, and here the CS is a situation like a lever that remain present throughout the learning period. So this is the difference between the classical conditioning theory and operant conditioning theory. So here's the difference.